In the previous lecture, we have described many organization design options. There are two extreme models of organizational design. One we'll call the mechanistic model. It generally has highly standardized process for work, high formalization, and more managerial hierarchy. The other extreme is the organic model. It's flat and has fewer formal procedures for making decisions. It's multiple decision makers and favors flexible practice. With these two models in mind, let's ask a few questions. Why are some organizations structured along more mechanistic lines, whereas others follow organic characteristics? What forces influence the choice of design? In this section, we will present major causes or determinants of an organization's structure. Let's get started. Because structure is a means to achieve objectives, and objectives derives from the organization's overall strategy, it's only logical that structure should follow strategy. If management significantly changes the organization's strategy or its values, the structure must change to accommodate. Most current strategy frameworks focus on three strategy dimensions: innovation, cost minimalization, and imitation, and the structural design that works best with each. To what degree does an organization introduce major new products or service? An innovation strategy strives to achieve meaningful and unique innovations. Obviously, not all firms pursue innovation. Apple and 3M do, but conservative retailer Marks & Spencer doesn't. Innovative firms use competitive pay and benefits to attract top candidates and motivate employees to take risks. Some degree of the mechanistic structure can actually benefit innovation. Well-developed communication channels, policies for enhancing long-term commitment, and clear channels of authority all may make it easier for rapid changes to occur smoothly. An organization pursuing a cost minimization strategy tightly controls costs, refrains from incurring unnecessary expense, and cuts price in selling a basic product. This describes the strategy pursued by Walmart and the makers of generic and store-label grocery products. Cost-minimizing organizations usually pursue fewer policies meant to develop commitment among their workforce. Organizations following an imitation strategy try to both minimize risks and maximize opportunity for profit, moving new products or entering new markets only after innovators have proven their viability. Mass-market fashion metrics that copy designers' styles follow this strategy. And this table describes the structural option that best matches each strategy. Innovators need the flexibility of the organic structure, whereas cost minimizers seek the efficiency and stability of the mechanistic structure. Imitators combine the two structures. They use mechanistic structure to maintain tight controls and low costs in their current activities, but create organic subunits in which to pursue new undertakings. An organization's size significantly affects its structure. Organizations that employ 2,000 or more people tend to have more specialization, more departmentalization, more vertical levels, and more rules and regulations than do small organizations. However, size becomes less important as an organization expands. Why? At around 2,000 employees, an organization is already mechanistic. 500 more employees will not have much impact, but adding 500 employees to an organization of only 300 is likely to significantly shift it toward a more mechanistic structure. Technology describes the way an organization transfers inputs to outputs. Every organization has at least one technology for converting financial, human, and physical resources into products or service. For example, the Chinese consumer electronics company Haier uses a assembly line process for mass-produced products, which is complemented by more flexible and innovative structures to respond to customers and design new products. Also, colleges may use a number of instructional technology, the ever-popular lecture, case study, experimental exercise, programmed learning, online instruction, and distance learning. Regardless, organizational structures adapt to their technology. An organization's environment includes outside institutions or forces that can affect its structure, such as suppliers, customers, competitors, and public pressure groups. Dynamic environment create significantly more uncertainty for managers than do static ones. To minimize uncertainty in key market arenas, managers may broaden their structure to sense and respond to threats. Most companies, for example, Pepsi and Southwest Airlines, have ended social networking department to counter negative information posted on blogs. Or companies may form strategic alliances. Any organization's environment has three dimensions: capacity, volatility, and complexity. Capacity refers to the degree to which the environment can support growth. Rich and growing environment generate exercise resources, which can buffer the organization in times of relative scarcity. Volatility describes the degree of instability in the environment. A dynamic environment with a high degree of unpredictable changes make it difficult for management to make accurate predictions. Because information technology changes at such a rapid pace, and more organizations' environment or become volatile. Finally, complexity is the degree of heterogeneity and concentration among environmental elements. Simple environments like the tobacco industry, where the methods of production, competitive and regulatory pressures and the like haven't changed in quite some time, or homogeneous and concentrated environment characterized by heterogeneity and dispersion like the broadband industry, or complex and diverse with numerous competitors. And this figure summarizes our definition of the environment along its three dimensions. The arrows indicate movements toward higher uncertainty, and therefore organizations that operate in environments characterized as scarce, dynamic, and complex face the greatest degree of uncertainty because they have high unpredictability, little room for error, and a diverse set of elements in the environment to monitor constantly. And given the three-dimensional definition of environment, we can offer some general conclusions about environmental uncertainty and structural arrangement. The more scarce, dynamic, and complex the environment, the more organic a structure should be. The more abundant, stable, and simple the environment, the more the mechanistic structure will be preferred. As discussed in this lecture, when designing an organizational structure, we should consider scarcity, dynamism, and complexity of the environment, and balance organic and mechanistic elements. In next lecture, we will talk about how organizational designs affect employees' behavior in an organization. That's all for this lecture. See you next time.